Namaste and welcome to this Go Slow yoga flow. I invite you to come down to the ground and find your comfortable seat. The seat bones grounding down into the earth as we lift the back of the head towards the sky. Closing the eyes or softening the gaze, whichever feels more right for you. Beginning to draw your attention to your breath. Allows us to draw our awareness inwards. And using this opportunity to check in, to see how the mind, how the body, and how the heart are feeling. We're not trying to change anything. We're not going to judge or criticize. We're simply noticing what's there. And know that it's okay. You are welcome exactly as you are. When you're ready, we'll blink open the eyes. We'll begin our practice with a warm-up. So I invite you to lean over to your right, keeping your seat bones and knees grounded down. As you inhale, we're going to bring our heart space forward as we lift the gaze. And as we exhale, we're going to round over to the left and then arch the spine so the chin comes towards the chest. Inhale over to the right, bringing the heart space forward, gazing up. And exhale, leaning over to the left, rounding through the spine as the chin comes towards chest. Last time. Inhale to the right, bringing the heart forward. And exhale to the left, rounding chin towards chest. This time as you inhale, reverse the circle. So we'll move over to the left as we bring our heart forward. And exhale, lean to the right, chin towards chest. We'll do that twice more. So as we're leaning to the side, we're bringing in a nice lateral stretch to the side body. And as we're coming forward and back, we're bringing in extension and flexion. This time as the chin meets the chest. So on your next inhale, we'll come to center. We'll lift our arms overhead. And as you exhale, we'll twist to the right. We'll bring the hands down. So the left hand is on the right knee. The right hand is on the ground, looking over your right shoulder. And we'll take a couple of breaths here in our seated twist. Wonderful. As you inhale, we'll come back through center. The arms go overhead. And as you exhale, we'll twist, looking to the left. We'll bring the hands down. Right hand, left knee, left hand on the ground, looking over your left shoulder. And we're using the muscles of the back to keep us upright here, so we're not dumping our weight into our left arm. And take one more cycle of breath here. Beautiful. As you inhale, release the twist. We'll stretch, reaching the arms up tall, and we'll exhale to bring the arms down. Coming forward onto all fours for our cat and cow stretch. So the shoulders are above the wrists. The hips are above the knees, and the knees are about hips distance apart. We'll inhale to lower the belly and lift the gaze. And we'll exhale to round through the spine, chin towards chest. Inhale, Dropping the belly, lifting the gaze, opening the heart, and as we round, doing so from the tailbone. Beautiful. Last time. Moving with your breath. So we're really allowing the movement to sync up with the breath. So it's the breath that's moving us. This time as we inhale, we'll come to tabletop position. We're pushing the hands into the earth here. When you're ready, we'll tuck the toes, we'll lift the hips, coming into a downward facing dog. So as it's our first downward facing dog, we'll pedal out through the heels here, bending one knee, straightening the other, and then alternating between the two. Wonderful. Let's hold in stillness for a cycle of breath, inhaling lots of love in, and exhaling lots of love out. The end of your exhale will bend through the knees, gaze in between your hands, and make your way to the middle of your mat. So coming into a forward fold, feet might be together or hips distance apart. And bend the knees, allow the head and the neck to relax. Have the option to add a little sway from side to side here. Beautiful. We'll pause to find stillness. A cycle of breath. And then on your next inhale, we'll root the feet down, pushing into all four corners of the feet. Rises us up to standing. We bring the shoulders towards the ears and then ground them down to snuggle underneath the heart space, palms facing forward. So I'm going to turn so I can face you. Take an inhale. And as you exhale, we're going to bring our hands together at our heart. This time as you inhale, we're going to bring the hands up towards the ceiling as though we're holding a giant beach ball overhead. And your exhale brings your hands together, meeting in front of your heart. This time as you inhale, and bring the arms out to the sides and really reach lots of energy beyond the fingertips. And exhale, the hands coming back together to meet at the heart. We'll do a few more rounds. You can close your eyes if you like. We'll inhale to bring the arms up overhead, palms facing like you're holding a giant beach ball. And exhale, the hands coming back together, fingertips pressing gently into each other. Inhale to open the arms out to the sides as though you're preparing for a giant hug. And exhale, the hands meeting back at the heart. We'll do that twice more. Inhale to bring the fingertips up towards the sky as the feet root down. And exhale, hands meeting. Inhale the arms out to the sides this time. And again, hands meeting at the heart. Last time. Inhale, reaching up. And exhale, hands to heart. Inhale the arms out to the sides. And exhale, hands together at the heart. Beautiful. Take a cycle of breath here. Inhaling lots of love in. Exhaling lots of love out. Go ahead and blink, open the eyes if they're not already open. Setting up for triangle. So we're going to bring our legs about a leg's distance apart. We're going to turn our right toes out to face the short edge of the mat. And the heels are roughly in line with one another. That left heel may be pushing out to the side. We'll inhale the arms to shoulder level. So a nice open heart, pinkies back. And as you exhale, we're going to reach the right fingertips forward, lower the right arm down as we lift our left arm, option to lift the gaze. Exhale, looking down, stepping out of our shape. And exhale, reaching forward, right hand coming down, left arm reaching, lifting the gaze. looking down. Inhale to lift out. And exhale, reaching forward, coming back in. Beautiful. We'll do that one last time with your breath. And then on this exhale, we'll hold our triangle for 3 cycles of breath. The option to look up towards that top hand. Or if you feel a bit wobbly, and gaze down towards that right foot. Pressing evenly through all 4 corners of both feet, especially the knife edge of that back foot. And if you have a tendency to lock your joints, you might bring a soft bend into that right knee. On your next inhale, we'll lift to bring the arms at shoulder level. And then we'll exhale to bring the arms in. I'm going to turn those right toes in. We're going to slide that right heel out. We're going to come into a wide leg forward fold. So we're going to keep the left leg where it is. And bring the arms down alongside the body. And as you inhale, we'll sweep the arms overhead, palms facing each other. And exhale, and you can bend your knees as much as you need to. And we're hinging forward from the hips, so we're keeping a flat back to begin with. The hands coming down towards the earth or onto a prop. We'll bow the head and neck. We'll inhale to push into the hands, so we're lifting halfway first, and then we'll sweep the arms out to the sides, all the way up as we come to stand. And then exhale, folding back in. Beautiful. Head and neck relax briefly. Inhale to push into the hands and then lift all the way up. So we're having that brief pause. So we're moving nice and slow. Go slow flow so we don't have a head rush. And then on this exhale, we'll hold here. And you have the option, if you're working to build flexibility, to walk the hands so they're in line with the arches of the feet. Maybe the palms come down to the earth and you're bending the elbows. And the elbows are looking behind you rather than out to the sides. Take one more cycle of breath here. Beautiful. As you inhale, pushing into the hands, maybe lifting to the fingertips, and then lifting the body all the way up, palms overhead. And then exhale to bring the arms down to the side. So we're going to leave our right foot where it is. We're going to turn our left toes towards the top edge of the mat, heels roughly in line. Inhale the arms to shoulder level, pinkies back. And then we'll exhale to reach the left hand forward, tilt the body so the left hand comes down, the right arm reaches up. The inhale is what lifts you out of your triangle. And exhale, coming back in, reaching forward and lowering that right arm up. Last time. Beautiful. And then holding here. Wonderful. Your next inhale brings you out of your Trikonasana triangle. And exhale, we'll bring the arms in. We're going to walk that back foot up towards the top of your mat. We're going to make our way back down now. So starting in Tadasana, soft bend in the knees, lifting current of energy at the front body, grounding down the back. So shoulder blades down away from the ears, tailbone is tucking. We'll inhale to sweep the arms out to the sides and up. And exhale, bending the knees as much as you need to, folding forward from the hips, forward fold. We'll inhale to lift halfway. So the hands might slide to the shins, to the thighs, or aeroplane wings. And exhale, bringing the hands to the mat. We're going to step the feet back, lifting the hips, so in a downward facing dog. We'll inhale to lower the knees to the ground. And then we'll exhale to untuck the toes and send the hips back for a child's pose. One cycle of breath here. Beautiful. On this inhale, we'll come back to tabletop. And as we exhale, we'll tuck the toes and lift the hips, downward facing dog. Beautiful. And then from here, we're going to come into a pigeon pose. So we're going to lift the heels, so we're coming onto tippy toes, rolling through the spine, so we're coming into a brief plank.
You're going to bring the right knee towards the right wrist. We're just going to lower the left knee. The right foot comes kind of towards the left wrist. It might be nowhere near. You're going to walk that left foot back, coming into pigeon. Now you might like to stay here and close your eyes for 4 cycles of breath. Or if you'd like to, you can come down onto your forearms. Beautiful. Closing your eyes if you like. And you can feel perhaps a stretch into the left quads and hip flexor, and feeling an external rotation in that right hip. If you're on your forearms, we're going to come back to our hands, and together we'll tuck the left toes. We'll press those toes into the earth, so we're lifting that left knee. We're going to come back into a downward facing dog. Now you might like to pedal out here a couple of times, and then we'll do the same on the other side. So coming onto the tippy toes, rolling through the spine. I'm going to bend that left knee and bring the left knee towards the left wrist as we bring the right leg down. You're going to walk that right leg out. And then, like I say, the ankle can be whatever distance from the hips. It might be closer in or further away. And again, option to stay with your hands on the earth. Or you can come down onto your forearms. And wherever you are, we'll take 4 more cycles of breath. Beautiful. If you're on your forearms, we're going to come up onto our hands. And then from here, we're going to bring our left hip down to the ground. So we're going to lean over to our left side. We're going to bring our right leg round. And we're going to come to lay on our back. So we've only got a couple poses left. So I'm going to come down towards this end of my mat because I don't want to knock the Christmas tree over. But our head and neck's in line with the spine. We're going to bring our knees in towards our chest and catch our knees with our hands. As we inhale, we're going to lift our feet towards the ceiling, straightening the legs, and the arms go overhead, backs of the hands on the earth. Then as we exhale, we're going to hug the knees back in towards the chest. Let's do that twice more. Inhale, capital L shape with the body, so finding length in the limbs. And then exhale again, hugging knees in towards chest. Last time, moving with your breath. Beautiful. Then holding here, or option to drop the knees away from one another, big toes touching. Giving yourself more space to breathe. Maybe this feels more comfortable in your hips. Wonderful. Let's release the feet down onto the earth. We're going to come into a reclined Baddha Konasana, reclined butterfly. So we're going to lower the knees away from each other. The soles of the feet coming to touch. The hands might rest on the belly. Maybe one hand on heart, one hand on abdomen. Maybe the arms go out to the sides, palms up or down. Whatever feels most comfortable for you. So this is how we're going to take our Shavasana today. If this does not feel good for you in your body, then by all means, just extend your legs out long. This is your practice. So go ahead and close the eyes. Let's together take a deep breath in Long breath out. Allowing our body to absorb the nutrients of our practice today. Feeling the hips grounding into the earth, the shoulders snuggling under the heart and lengthening away from the ears. Allowing gravity to gently open the hips. Your head resting on the surface beneath you. Softening forehead and temples. And allowing the jaw to drop and soften. Let's bring our hands to the outside of our thighs and slowly bring our legs together. We'll roll over to our right side, using our arm as a pillow if you like. Take a couple of breaths here. And when you're ready, keep your eyes closed if you can. I invite you to come up and find your comfortable seat. The seat bones grounding down as the head lifts. Hands resting wherever feels most comfortable. I invite you to bring your hands together at your heart as we bow our head to close our class. The light in me bows to and honours the light within you. Thank you so much for joining me in this practice today. Hopefully get to see you soon.